Welcome to Crisis Nursery's 27th annual dinner and auction. We're so excited that you can join us for our first ever virtual event. My name is Cheryl Sizer and I'm your MC for the night. Before we jump into the live program, we want to touch base on how a few of the things are going to work and how you can help Crisis Nursery tonight. For everyone who likes to do our typical heads and tails game, obviously we can't do that online as much as we would love to because it would be great fun. What we've done is we've taken a little bit different take on that. So for heads, you can feed a baby for 3 days here at the nursery for $30. Or you can do a diaper a baby for a whole week for $20. Heads or tails, you choose.
Thank you, Cheryl, for the welcome. We wish we could be celebrating in person, but that just isn't possible, so we're coming at you virtually. My name is Ashley Morgan, and I'm the Development and Events Coordinator here at Crisis Nursery. There are so many great ways to support the children and families we serve here at the nursery. Be sure to check out our premium and silent auction items. Whether you're looking to support local businesses, get away for a relaxing weekend, or simply treat yourself, we've got you covered. The auctions will close at 9 p.m. Baskets can be picked up from the nursery by appointment on Wednesday, June 10th. But don't forget to wear your mask because we're still social distancing. If at any point you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us at 217-337-2731, or you can message us through our Facebook page. The program will be starting soon, so please continue to share with your friends and family. We can't wait to spend the evening with you.
The dinner and auction has been a signature event of Crisis Nurseries for 27 years. Raising between $165,000 and $175,000 each year. To put that into perspective, that translates into over 3 months of crisis care at the nursery. Our goal is to raise $25,000 in donations tonight. Thanks to the generosity of our board of directors, both past and present, we have already raised $10,000. Their passion and commitment to Crisis Nursery's mission is unmatched.
Hey everyone, this is Cassie Arner, and I am fortunate enough to be one of the board members for Crisis Nursery here in town. And I just want to take a moment to encourage anyone in the community to give back and to think about the Crisis Nursery during this time. It's a special place. We're all a part of this organization because of the good it's doing in the community, and as I think about what's happening with a lot of this racial tension in town, I can't think of an organization that's been a better champion for taking care of families and for minority members in this community. They've really championed the ability for families to stay intact, to fight homelessness, to be able to work a third shift and know that they've got daycare available. And that's just the child care portion of it, not to mention the programs that help parents become more confident in their parenting and get over postpartum depression, which is happening to so many mothers, not in just our community, but across the nation. Crisis Nursery has been a part of my life for a long time. Volunteering was one of the most special times with those little kids. There was a period of time when I got a foster child just weeks before he was to start kindergarten, and for a short period of time I had no daycare for him, and Crisis Nursery came through for me and really made those first few weeks of being a mother bearable. Made me feel like I was confident enough that I could do this and still be a working mom and do everything I needed to do to take care of myself so that I could be a good mother for him. Anything you can do to help the Crisis Nursery. They haven't had the luxury of shutting down during this COVID time. In fact, they've been needed more than ever. And anything we can do to help the most vulnerable in this community, we need to do it if we can. So please dig deep inside your heart and give to Crisis Nursery this week. Thanks.
My name is Mark Beach, and I serve 2 terms on the Crisis Nursery's Board of Directors, and I currently serve as a community team member on the Finance Committee. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you how I came to be involved with the Crisis Nursery and why I believe this organization is so vital to our community. I've been a police officer in Rantoul for the last 20 years, and in late March of 2011, I was working in our investigations division. I heard our patrol division get dispatched to a medical emergency. I happened to be close to the scene, so I thought I would respond to see if I could help. When I arrived, I found that a child had been seriously injured when a television set fell on top of her. The child was not responsive and was being tended to by the paramedics. I could tell that the child's injuries were very serious. I began talking with the parents, and I found out that they had 3 other children and had just recently moved to the area. The couple had no close friends or family in the area, and they were trying to figure out who would go to the hospital and who would stay with the other children. It was then that one of my coworkers, Sean Airy, stepped in. At the time, Sean was a board member on the Crisis Nursery and still serves as a community team member with me on the finance committee today. Sean told me about the Crisis Nursery, and he made a phone call to see if they had any spots available for the 2 children who met the age criteria at the nursery. Thankfully, the nursery had openings, and they were able to accept those 2 children. Arrangements were made for the 3rd child to be cared for, and the couple was able to focus all of their attention on their child that was in the hospital. Because of the Crisis Nursery, these parents were able to spend the last 2 days of their child's life with her at the hospital. You see, little Rebecca succumbed to her injuries and passed away on April 2nd, 2011. Because of the Crisis Nursery, her parents did not have to split their time with her. They didn't have to worry about their other children. They could simply be there in the hospital, spending their last few precious moments loving on their daughter. This is why the nursery means so much to me, and why, when I was asked to take Sean's spot on the board, I was honored to be able to accept. In the years since, I've referred other families to the nursery, families who are struggling financially, families who are struggling with homelessness, domestic abuse, or who just need a break. The nursery has always been there when I've called them, and they've always been there for the families in our community who needed them. The staff and the volunteers at the nursery are simply amazing, and I love them all very dearly. I hope this year's auction is our most successful fundraiser yet. I know it's going to be a challenge given the circumstances this year has given us, but with the support of each person watching this video, we can make it happen. Thank you for taking the time to listen and for your continued support of the Crisis Nursery.
Now it's our turn to match their generosity and support. We hope that you will find it in your heart to make a gift tonight to support the children and families in Champaign County. Every gift matters, no matter what the amount, and makes a difference in the life of a child. Thank you in advance for your consideration.
Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Gent and I'm the Development and Marketing Coordinator here at the nursery. Before we continue on with the program, we're going to draw the winner of tonight's grand raffle. Congratulations, Austin Dallas. Thank you again to Napletons for sponsoring the grand raffle tonight.
Good evening. My name is Cale Miller. I'm honored to be the incoming president of the Crisis Nurseries Board of Directors. On behalf of the board and staff, I'd like to welcome you to our first ever virtual dinner and auction. While the event might look a little different this year, one thing remains constant: our commitment to our mission and the children and families of Champaign County. Our community is a great place to live and work. One of the many reasons it's so special is the people. In times of uncertainty and times of celebration, we are here for one another. I'd like to recognize a few groups who have gone above and beyond to ensure the nursery is able to continue providing programs and services to those who need it most. Thank you to the board of directors, both past and present, our community team members, and our volunteers for their gifts of time, their financial support, and the genuine passion for the mission. A special thank you to our event sponsors. In the middle of a pandemic, nearly 40 individuals, companies, and organizations stepped up to continue supporting the children and families in our community. Support from our community encompasses 50% of our annual budget. Without individuals, companies, and organizations like the ones mentioned, our work to prevent child abuse and neglect could not happen. Because of your generosity, all services and programs at the nursery are free for the entire community to access with no income eligibility. Right now, families need us more than ever. Families are under overwhelming stressors and are experiencing trauma in an even greater way. The Crisis Nursery has been available for families in their times of needs, and that holds true now more than ever before. The Crisis Nursery provides a safe place for our children and families where one, may otherwise not exist. This is why my family and I have chosen to support the nursery's work. Our giving may feel like such a small part. For many families, it means a provision of safety and support. Please keep this in your mind and heart as you think about giving tonight. As we wrap up 35 years of service, we want to thank you for your ongoing support.
Crisis Nursery is just an important part of my heart. I started volunteering for the nursery because of Kappa Delta sorority and my involvement with them. But then it blossomed, and I was fortunate enough to serve on the board and be a part of all the daily ongoings here. The thing that touches my heart the most, in all honesty, is that we serve children, we serve families, and we keep everything about them. If they need us, we're here. The nursery never leaves. The nursery is constant, it is a safe place, and it's someplace that our community rallies behind. What makes me really proud are the young women that you're going to hear from next and the efforts that they go to support the nursery and the mission.
Crisis Nursery is one of the philanthropies that Kappa Delta supports each year, and I speak for my entire chapter when I say that we are so proud to partner with this organization because of the work that it does for bettering the lives of others within the community. During the fall semester, our chapter hosted a Crisis Nursery donation drive to collect and give books, toiletries, and canned goods. In addition to this effort, over 40 members of our chapter volunteered for the Crisis Nursery Day of Giving, and approximately 15 members of our chapter volunteered for the annual holiday shop. In the spring semester, we hosted Shamrock Week, which is a week-long philanthropy event that brings together members of Kappa Delta and the entire University of Illinois. This year, we were able to host a chili dinner and a dodgeball tournament. We also host a 5K run throughout Shamrock Week, but due to the COVID-19 virus, this event was unfortunately canceled. Throughout these events, we promoted that 80% of the proceeds go to Crisis Nursery and the remaining proceeds go to Prevent Child Abuse America. Even during unprecedented times, Crisis Nursery is still dedicated to offering childhood care to families in need and being an inspiration for us to give back to the community. Kappa Delta is so happy and humbled to play a small part in contributing to your mission.
Welcome to tonight's dinner and auction for Crisis Nursery. I'm Stephanie Ricord, I'm the Executive Director here, and we just want to say thank you for making time to join us tonight for this virtual event. We know it's been a stressful time in our community, our world, and even our individual families, and we just need each of you to participate tonight and are so thankful that you chose to be here with us. When we learned about the stay-at-home order, we knew we really had to adjust and figure out a way to still continue to support families in our community. We decided to provide elevated crisis care to families most in need in situations of homelessness, domestic violence, and even medical emergencies. Crisis Nursery remained open 24/7 the entire time we were on the stay-at-home order. One of the things that really impacted our services was when students from the university weren't allowed to come back to campus. About 90 of our volunteers are student volunteers, and the remaining 50 or 60 volunteers we have from the community were in the high-risk category, and it really wasn't safe for them to continue to come in. So all of the services we've provided in the time that we've been staying at home and during this COVID-19 crisis, we really have done that all with the support of our staff. They've been incredible and willing to come in at a moment's notice to help care for children. We continue to receive referrals from new families, and one that really stands out is a call we got from a mom who was trying to get out of a domestic violence situation. She was able to get a spot in one of the local shelters and really needed support so she could move into that shelter. And she had 4 children who were able to come into the nursery, and we were able to support so she could safely move into that shelter, into a safer environment to keep her children safe and herself safe during this really extreme time of stress. So we still have many great stories and things we were able to do for families, and just our team has been phenomenal in making adjustments and pivoting to what's new. And we've been doing virtual home visits instead of in-home home visits. We've been doing virtual groups through Facebook groups with our families, and we've done a lot of follow-up with families and providing them with diapers, goods, formula, supporting them in other ways since we can't have their children in the building all together. It's been a really inspirational experience to watch our staff come together to support everyone, to help support families, and to really figure out new ways to be a support to families in need. We couldn't do what we do without your support, and this annual event is so important to us. Without this event, we would have no funding for about 3 months of our services, and so being here tonight with us really makes sure we can keep our doors open, that we can gradually start to provide more care to families, and that we can be here for years to come. We weren't able to do a new video for you this year, but we want to share with you a video that we were able to put together highlighting some of the moments over the last several years.
Crisis Nursery is an island of safety. Island of safety. Island of safety. Island of safety. An island of safety. I love the nursery because we get to dress up like a princess. I like Crisis Nursery because it's fun. Crisis Nursery makes me happy because I like being happy. Now someone's... I'm good. They love us. No, I'm going away.
I feel like as a mom, a lot of times it seems like we're not allowed to ask for help, or sometimes we're afraid to ask for help. I do like the fact that when I go to Crisis Nursery and I ask them for help, that they help me. So not only have they helped me with childcare, but they help me if I need a number for a resource out in the community, they'll help me. If I have any questions about, being a better mom, they'll help me, because, they've been doing this a lot longer than I have.
My adult daughter, who suffers from severe mental illness, was living at home again and was pregnant, and were referred through for your Beyond Blue program. During that time, you guys partnered with me and just worked hand in hand with me to get us through just a really rough time. Without you guys during that time, my kids would have been placed in foster care without a doubt.
6 months ago, I would tell myself there is no such thing as a perfect parent. So there's really no need to try to be the perfect parent, and it's okay to ask for help, because it takes a lot more strength to ask for help than try to do it by yourself.
You guys took Lily for weeks at a time so I could be at the hospital with this baby who was fighting for her life. As hard as it was to leave her here, I knew her needs were being met. That gave me strength, and it gives me strength to know the extremes you guys will go to. I think it's important for people to know that the medical care that you guys are willing to go to for any parent, and you guys stepped in and trained every one of your staff so that I could still leave this child here so that I could take care of myself too, and we're a stronger family for it at this point in time. Getting ready to adopt both girls, and none of that would be possible without the strength and support that we've had from you guys.
Eating vegetables and macaroni. From fruits and vegetables. Yep, I drink a whole bunch of milk. I used to drink hot milk at night. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Joy, 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 joy. Hope, 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 hope. Strength, 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 strength. Thank you for supporting Crisis Nursery. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Crisis Nursery.
Made it to our favorite part of the night, continuing the legacy. Stay with us and learn of many other great ways that you can give to help support our mission.
$1,800 is what it costs to keep the doors of Crisis Nursery open for one 24-hour day. We currently provide care for up to 12 children at one time whose families are experiencing perinatal stress, postpartum depression, homelessness, domestic violence, or other family crises. While in our care, children receive warm meals, educational learning opportunities, clean clothing, playtime, and safe shelter. Your gift provides an island of safety. $1,000 provides 10 hours of specialized support to 6 families whose children have experienced trauma, such as loss of a loved one, sudden hospitalization, or a car accident or house fire. Experiences like this have a long-term impact on children and families. Your gift provides unconditional love.
$500 provides grandparents raising 2 grandchildren with a weekend of respite care. This gives them a much-needed break to effectively care for their kiddos. Your gift provides support.
$250 provides 4 hours of crisis care to 10 different children, so their parents can attend medical appointments, find safe housing, and search for employment. Your gift provides stability.
$100 provides 4 hours of crisis care to a single mother and her 4 children who are fleeing domestic violence. While mom is searching for a new place to call home, the kiddos are safe in our care. Your gift provides safety.
$50 provides a week's worth of basic necessities such as diapers, formula, and wipes to a family struggling financially. This allows the family to support their children until their next paycheck. Your gift provides comfort.
Thanks so much for joining us on Auction Day today. We hope you enjoyed yourself and learned just a little bit more about the nursery and its mission.
Your continued support helps keep the doors of this wonderful nursery open, allowing kids to get fed, taken care of, and also supporting crisis families in need with supportive care. Thank you.